Disney Vacations, all-inclusive resorts, cruises and family trips to Idaho. Travel to your favorite place and have a celebration. Sandpiper Vacations.
Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacations studio. Welcome to Parents' Night Out with no new friends. The comedy break every parent deserves. This is the podcast where parenting meets pure, unfiltered fun. Real, raw hilarity. It's your night out without the kids, where nothing is off limits. And we say what everybody else is thinking. Whether you're a parent or just need a good laugh, we've got the adult humor you crave. So kick back, relax, and get ready to let loose with us. This is Parents' Night Out with no new friends.
Tuck your kids into bed, pay the babysitter a little bit extra. It's time for Parents' Night Out with No New Friends. There are so many ways to connect with us. Just check out our website, www.nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise and also join our clubhouse. Become a friend with benefits for as low as $2 a month. For that $2 a month, you get early access to episodes, all sorts of exclusive content, as well as your chance to win some great prizes. We are broadcasting live on YouTube every Monday night, 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. And then some days we go to the Orlando theme park, and we are live on the TikTok at the parks with No New Friends. My name is Scott. I am the host. With me, as always, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
Stop yelling at me!
The Jewish American princess, Sarah.
Hello.
Our emotional sport gay, Nick.
It's me, I'm here.
The wise man, Darren.com.
Go Birds.
And our producer, Alex.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
So, guys, I hate Amazon.
The rainforest?
The cafe?
The people?
Sarah, go ahead.
Who could hate Amazon?
I do. For several reasons. For several reasons. One, the infestation of cardboard boxes in both my house and my garage.
Right before we came on the podcast, I was actually painting an Amazon box with a child because she wants to turn it into a cat house.
Oh.
A trap house?
She's upcycling.
Well, she's growing up. I don't know what's going on. Phases. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Alex, calm down. My daughter made she made things with cardboard boxes too, like little grocery store or whatever. I don't know. They kids do the darndest things with those things. But these boxes also lead to infestation of cockroaches in the garage.
Oh,
because the cockroaches love the tape, and the problem is Sarah's giving me this weird look. The glue that's on the cardboard.
No, you said cockroach, and Sarah's used to being called that walking down the street. Unfortunately,
What?
it's a derogatory term for Jewish people. I think.
Is it?
I don't know. Borat said it was.
Very nice.
I quote Borat a lot, but that's not something I remember.
The cockroaches come into his room and he just starts throwing coins at them. You remember that?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Now I
I watched too many World War II documentaries.
I'm thinking about all the cardboard boxes I still have in my garage right now from when we moved.
Roaches.
Right.
There were cockroaches everywhere.
But don't you have like a vendor that comes in to kill bugs?
He doesn't just have a vendor that kills bugs.
Multiple?
He'll have a vendor that'll come and take the cardboard boxes because he's too lazy to just throw them out.
That is true. Well, it's not that I
think you need a new vendor. Is what it sounds like.
Well, I have to call them and I wait until it gets to a certain level. The problem is, Nick, like if it was like one or two boxes, I'll just throw them in my recycle bin outside. But the problem is, like, these things multiply, and before I know it, my wife has stacked about 50 boxes, and now it's like I've lost control, and I have to hire someone because it would take me about 3 months to shove all the boxes into the trash can or the recycle bin. But this is not why I hate Amazon. It's not just the boxes. No. So last year for Christmas, and you all know, if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, I'm a terrible gift giver. Okay. My wife one year got me this really nice golf bag, and I got her a t-shirt that says, "Who needs Google? My husband knows everything."
It's a pretty bad gift.
Or a keychain. Like she got a keychain, you know. So last year I was super excited. My wife is like super bougie, loves charcuterie boards, loves like, you know, she's known in my family for her legendary snacks. You know, Chris, I don't know if when you what?
I was going because Sarah's cat was behind her.
Oh,
That's a kitten.
I know. That's why it's the
I know,
famous
the
kitten
new
from last
one.
week.
so I don't know, Chris, when you were here, did my wife bust out the snacks? Because she's like known for this.
Oh yeah. When I got there, she was like slicing something up for sure.
Yeah. So last year I get her a charcuterie board. Now Amazon screwed up and sent 4, which is fine because now I have 4 charcuterie boards. Sarah, would you like a charcuterie board? What?
You didn't tell them that they accidentally sent more?
I kept them.
Wow, scumbag.
But
Jews aren't allowed to mix meat and cheese, okay?
oh, okay. So, but here's the problem. It gets delivered to our door and it's in a box that says charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
where are the delivery people that you see on going viral for like ring the doorbell and saying like making up an elaborate lie and hiding it in the trash can or something? Where are those people?
Isn't there like a little button at the bottom when you make your purchase that says send in original packaging or send in an Amazon box?
I didn't know
That's
that.
what I told. It says like, is this item a gift? And you can click it and it'll put it in an Amazon package and not have to be a big deal.
Well, I don't even care if it's a gift. I just don't want people to know what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
And then they feel obligated to steal.
Well, it's nice to get the gift receipt or the like little gift memo on there, and you can write yourself a note so you feel like it was a gift. So it's free then.
Yeah.
Did you not do that?
No, I didn't know that there was a checkbox. First of all, I'm not the Amazon guy. Okay. My wife is the Amazon girl. I like anytime I go to purchase something on Amazon, my wife's always like, did you check the reviews? I'm like, they have reviews. Where are the reviews?
Oh my God.
Like, I don't deep dive into Amazon. I see what it's just like shopping. Like if I go shopping, I know what I want. I go, I get it, and then I leave. I'm not. Yes, Sarah.
I don't think that it's a hatred of Amazon. I think it's your lack of understanding of how Amazon works.
Listen, I didn't expect anybody to be turning this on me tonight, but here we are.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. So this year, I'm super excited because my wife has been wanting a record player for quite some time, and she would never like pull the trigger on it. So I find Cyber Monday, I find it because, you know, it's in the algorithm. We share an app. So she looks for it and then like eyes it, puts in so it pops up. And it, you know, this is pretty sweet. It's a record player. It's a tape deck, CD player, AM FM stereo, Blu-ray player, Bluetooth. It's amazing. It's an 8-in-1 record player. So I buy it. I'm so excited. So I get home from work the other day. Inside, there's a stack of Amazon boxes, and on the bottom, there's a picture of the record player on the box.
So they ruined Christmas for you.
Twice, 2 years in a row, Nick, Amazon has ruined. Like I finally got decent at gift giving, and Amazon has ruined Christmas 2 years in a row. Awful.
Maybe you should start getting your own mail.
P.O. box.
Some of us have to work Monday through Friday, Nick. We're not just sitting at home.
Yeah,
all
your wife does. You don't do anything. You're always on
You don't
TikTok.
work. Wait a minute. You don't work Monday through Friday.
That's true. I don't work Monday through Friday. Someone has to work Saturday, Nick. So anyway, Christmas is ruined again. But now I know. Okay, now I know that there's a little checkbox that I need to click, and then it won't come like that.
Yeah, Scott was never good at making boxes, doing anything with boxes, and then eventually making things come.
Right.
That was a very elaborate bad joke.
But I knew where you were going the whole time. Now, something else that ruined Christmas. Nick, you obviously have not been listening to this podcast much before you came on.
Yeah. There was an
because
annoying host at the time that I just tuned it out.
I know
You can say his name, Chris.
I know that we have discussed Elf on the Shelf and what a terrible idea Elf on the Shelf is, and the chaos that comes along with it. Because, like, you see the pictures on Facebook and everybody's having fun, having the elf do like cute, funny things, whatever. But you don't realize that you have to make sure it gets moved every single night. And then you're waking up at 3 a.m. forgetting that you didn't move it. And then you're running down the stairs and you're tripping over the cat.
You move the elf on the shelf?
Well, Santa,
I thought I moved
The
it.
magic
Yeah.
does.
magic moves it.
Oh,
But-
okay. Okay.
But Nick, Piper got an elf on the shelf, didn't she?
Yeah, so she's 7 now, and we were like, we got this. We can dodge it. We don't need the elf. We don't push like Santa's watching you. You're not going to get presents or anything like that. Like we try not to do that. It's like a
That's
scare
the whole
tactic.
point of Santa, Nick. You get 1 month of good behavior out of the year.
I don't want to use a creepy man as a scare tactic.
Me too.
Because clearly that's not working out for the presidents. But we
Wait, which one?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we never wanted to use any sort of scare tactic. I didn't like the idea of it because it's like, oh, it reports back every night. I'm like, Santa's already watching anyway.
But now he's got extra eyes.
He doesn't need extra eyes. He's Santa.
That's true. But
And he's only in my house once a year. I don't know how he's watching.
this is this is 2024. Santa has outsourced the watching to a small indentured servant.
He got lazy is what happened.
Right.
Yeah, so we tried to dodge it the whole time. We never really brought it up, never asked her or anything. And of course, in first grade, our teacher decides they're going to do an elf on a shelf in their classroom.
Oh, what a terrorist.
Yeah, so I love our school district.
Hold on. I feel like that needs a permission slip more than, hey, we're about to teach your kids about sex in 5th grade. Like, if you're going to introduce the elf on the shelf and for like at school, there needs to be a permission slip involved.
Do they have the mensch on the bench too?
Oh, mensch on the bench.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Wait, you don't know about
What?
mensch on the
You don't
bench,
know what the
Sarah?
mensch- You don't know what the mensch on the bench?
Mensch on the. Wait, what?
Yes. I got my brother-in-law one year for Hanukkah a mensch on the bench, and it comes with a little story. It was a Shark Tank thing.
Was it really Shark Tank?
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
little old Jewish guy with the curls.
Well, I now have an alphaba and a shelfaba.
Yes, I love that. Chris and Sarah, that is a reference to
That's
Wicked. Wicked is a Broadway show.
Amazing
Just converted to a
movie.
movie. Yeah.
It's,
So
What's
weird.
Wicked?
Never heard of it.
it's already nominated for Golden
Golden
Globes.
Globes.
We were
yep.
nominated for best podcast at an Orlando week.
And lost.
And lost.
Stop it.
So yeah, we tried to dodge it. The teacher sent home sent a message through like our school chat thing, and she's like, "We have an elf in our classroom. The kids named it." So she keeps sending us pictures every now and then, and like one of the pictures, I'm like,
Hold on. I'm sorry.
She's serious about this.
I'm so angry at this because she started this. Like,
She used that as a scare tactic. So
what happened to Flat Stanley? That was fun. That was fun that you don't really have to do except for to mail it out to a family member. That's it.
This one, yeah, it's complicated anymore. It's 2024. They got a note the one day that said they were not behaving the day before. So their elf is he's like, you're on the naughty list. But what I love about our school district and why I guess doesn't piss me off that they're doing elf on a shelf is because they're actually teaching the kids every single day about different holiday cultures and traditions. So we keep getting pictures and coloring books and stuff of St. Nicholas, and they.
Do you want Sarah to do a Zoom call to
Mexican-
teach about Hanukkah?
We should.
She doesn't know.
I'll Google it first.
Yeah, you still got time. You guys are late this year, so yeah. So they sent home like papers about a Mexican tradition and stuff too. So it's just teaching the different
That's just
traditions to
work.
kids. So to learn about acceptance, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Which is an amazing time to learn about acceptance because most of the country doesn't accept us. So
Right.
So yeah, it's been really cool, and she has been mentioning this elf and the fact that she has a stuffed animal elf in our house. So she has a stuffed animal elf. She brought it out to us the next day on a spatula, thinking that this elf might come to life.
No, you can't. She can't touch the elf.
No, she held it on a spatula.
Okay,
but
she found the loophole.
This is her stuffed animal elf, not the.
Oh, it's not the elf on the shelf. Okay.
We ended up buying one. We got a little. We had a gummy that night, and I'm sitting there talking to Sean. I was like, "You see the elf over there?" I was like, "I feel like it's a sign that she's telling us that she wants a magical elf." So we got this bright idea to order on Target. So we didn't do Amazon. We did Target this time.
Good. It would have said on the box "elf on the shelf," and then she would have known. Oh, I didn't know they were delivered via FedEx.
Yeah. So he ordered it and wrote a note to her saying that an elf was coming the next day. Chris was already here. I was talking about.
What do you mean the next day?
Chris is already here. He already came. But the toy elf on the shelf arrived and
helped me actually. Never mind.
I gave him a couple hands, and now we have an elf on a shelf. Well, it's actually on our dining room table. Do you put it on? Are you supposed to put it on the shelf? That's the thing. I don't know all the rules.
It moves every night. It moves every night to a different location. Like sometimes our elf is like on one of the nutcrackers or on the Christmas tree or like on a pic, like wherever you can hide him.
Chris was on a nutcracker too, but
and then like the kids get into it. Like they wake up like, oh, where did the elf move?
Yeah, we've been moving it the past few nights. We have a Etsy kit that we purchased that helps us print out things, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh my god,
it's super.
You are super gay.
Oh, it had a pizza this morning. It had a cute little pizza box on it. It was eaten with Mickey Mouse on a plate. It was delicious.
So here's my advice to you, Nick.
Okay.
Make sure you remember where you store it for the next 11 months. Yeah. Because my wife has had to purchase several new elves on the shelf because it's been misplaced. And then make sure you move that thing. Like I would set an alarm for like 9 o'clock every night. Like move the elf.
That's why I'm telling all of my friends, because I need somebody to remind me, because 99% of the time I'm probably stoned and I need like constant reminders. Like you could tell me now, like, hey, move it. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to get right on it. And then sidetrack, I forget about it till 3 hours later.
So it's the elf on the shelf and Nick is a stoner with a boner.
Oh, I like that.
Meant to say stoner on a boner, but you know, whatever.
Oh, that would have been so much funnier.
Yeah.
Still funny. Alex cut and edit that. And
yeah. So we have elf on the shelf. Nick's a stoner on a boner.
Wow.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that was funny.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Listen, we're lucky because we only have to do it half the time.
Oh, yeah. You only have to 2 days a week. You have to worry about it. That's it.
Yeah. No, 3 days.
Okay.
Shows up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every other weekend.
But do they ask like while it does while they're gone?
No.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing we're trying to figure out. She went out of town yesterday, Saturday night with my parents, and they stayed in a hotel. And I'm like, I'm not sending the elf with them. So we kept it home. And what does she do? First thing in the morning on Sunday, she FaceTimes us at 9 o'clock in the morning. What did Snowflake do today? She's obsessed with it.
So did you say I voted for Joe Biden?
1 year I did Polaroids though.
That's cute.
Was that just for Lewis?
Like those were in a separate pile. Those were in a completely separate pile.
Those are in HD.
You got that right.
Well, what a scam that elf on the shelf is.
It is, but I'm loving the fun little memories that we're making with it now. So, Chris, look forward to that.
Well, I just don't appreciate the fact that the word scam was used, because I'm very fragile right now over scams, because I I got scammed this
Oh.
week, but I didn't get scammed this week.
Okay.
I
Explain.
had the strangest experience in my life. So I'm very involved in the Star Wars card community. I'm on Discord. I'm on a Facebook page, and everyone's very trustworthy. I sell on Whatnot. Go follow me at Chris Yob, soon to be at Yabba the Hutt on Whatnot. Everyone's very trustworthy and very nice in the community. People have been helping me out with my streams and stuff like that. Well, there's a channel on Discord to say what you're in search of. So someone was in search of a specific character. It's Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth, the lady who fought the Mandalorian with that big spear, right?
Yeah,
that Beskar seal. Yeah, well, looking for cards of her, and I just so happen to have one of her cards out of numbered to 5. So only 5 of those are autographed by her. Well, which sounds amazing, but when you see that it's Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth, it's not the greatest card in the world, right? So I couldn't sell it. So this guy was looking for him. So like, hey, I have one for sale or trade. And he goes, I have this, and sent me a picture of an autographed Boba Fett card. I was like, yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to trade this random woman's autograph for a Tamora Morrison Boba Fett card. I'd love that. He goes, yeah, I didn't look up comps on it or anything. I don't really go based off of comps. So which comps meaning like what the card sells for. I really like the card you have. I was like, yeah, it's great. He goes, I own a shipping company, so I'll have this out ASAP. And then 2 minutes later, he goes, all right, the mailman just picked it up. Which I thought was kind of weird at first, right?
Yeah,
okay.
first red flag.
Yeah, so
It's post officer.
So I was expecting,
service.
and he didn't say mail person, he said mailman, so I was kind of disappointed by that as well.
Yeah,
but anyway,
exactly.
So I shipped my card out that same day to him. And we exchanged track numbers, and that was it. A couple days goes by, and he said, yeah, it should be there in a couple days. And a couple days go by, it wasn't here yet. So I checked the tracking number, and it said label created. That's it. Not scanned and not moving through anything, just label created. So my stomach drops. I'm like, I am like sick to my stomach. I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, this picture could be photoshopped of this Boba Fett card. This might not even be his. So I go to message him on Instagram, all right? The Instagram that he had all of his Star Wars cards posted on, very nicely done, now has no profile picture and all the posts are deleted.
Maybe he
Oh
died.
my God.
I go over to Discord onto the thread that he made looking for these cards, and the thread is deleted. Yeah.
It's like Bubba Job.
So I'm like, this guy, I can't believe this guy. First of all, I can't believe this guy scammed me for a Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth autograph. Like, that's the most random scam in the world.
He wanted your address.
So he probably has it with all these drones flying over New Jersey. I don't know if you've seen that on the news. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. So I'm livid. I start texting the moderator of the Discord channel. I'm like, look, I just got scammed on this Discord. And I'm sending the screenshots. And I'm on the phone with USPS on hold. I'm trying to intercept my package to get going down to him. Then they weren't picking up. So I was
Can
on
you
my
do
way
that?
to the
Can
post
you
office.
be like an Indian giver and say, hey, no, actually send it back?
I tried on the website. It said you can't because, first of all, it's a Native American giver.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I tried to do it on the website. That's why I called because I was like, can I please talk to your manager? But no one answered because it was 5 o'clock at night. So I'm on my way to the post office. The post office closes in a half hour. I'm about to go there and explain what happened. Say, hey, can you intercept this package? And I'm like, let me try calling this guy on his Instagram. That's like looks inactive now. So I called him on Instagram, which I've never done before, and he answers.
What?
He goes, hey man, he goes, hey man, what's going on? I was like, you tell me. What do you mean? I was like, what is going on? I was like, I just checked the tracking you gave me, and it says the label is created and nothing else. He goes, oh no, man, the postman scanned it. That's how he talks. Postman scanned it. Oh, maybe he didn't scan it. I was like, no, he didn't scan it. There's no update. I was like, what happened to your Instagram? It's oh man, I wasn't getting a lot of engagement on there, so I just deleted it. It's so annoying. I put all this time into the engagements, and I don't make any sales. I was like, so that's why you deleted it? He's like, yeah. He goes, you can follow me over on my other Instagrams. I was like, okay. I said, so what happened to the package? He's like, oh man, I'm sure you'll get it. He goes, I totally understand where you're coming from though. Totally understand.
He says, you can follow me on my other Instagrams. It's Bubba_Job22.
And then I was like, then you deleted the thread on the Discord. He's like, yeah, I was done with it.
What? This doesn't scream scam at all.
Yeah. So what am I to do? Like, what am I supposed to do at this point? I'm like, I just have to trust this guy that nothing's adding up. I just have to trust him.
He's Scottish. It's fine.
I have no idea. This accent was the strangest thing in the world. I can't wait for him to stream on Whatnot so I can send you the link just so you can hear him talk.
Let's go.
He's going to stream selling your card.
Yeah.
So I get home and I sent him the screenshot. I was like, hey man, he goes, it'll probably come tomorrow. So tomorrow comes and I'm like, hey man, I still hasn't moved. And then he sends me a screenshot and it's like, I see all the activity like from his house and going through like my neighborhood. Like it says out for delivery in
He's going
my
through
town.
your neighborhood?
I wish. So I like all the screenshot that he sent me. And then I was like, and then he goes, oh my gosh, I sent you the wrong tracking number. So this whole time, everything he did was the most suspicious thing ever, but he was telling the truth the whole time. Like the whole time, he was like so he said he owned this shipping company. It'd be out the next day. He texted me the day that I got my car. He's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to find mine. He goes, I got all these shipments. Like, yeah, okay. He sends me a picture, thousands of packages in his house, all addressed to him. Thousands. He actually runs a shipping company, right? So he actually runs a shipping company. He accidentally sent me the wrong tracking information. Once he sent me the right one, everything added up. He deleted his Instagram honestly because he wasn't getting a lot of engagement, and then honestly deleted the Discord thread because he was just done. Everything that he said that couldn't be more suspicious was all true. Listen, if I make a deal with somebody on something and I delete my Instagram that I'm communicating with, I'm probably gonna reach out.
That looks shady when they do
Right?
that.
He's like, man, I posted on my stories. Like, I don't look at your stories. I don't know you. Like, I'm not looking for that kind of stuff. Every single thing that he said was 100% true. Now we have a great relationship. He texted me again today. He messaged me. He goes, hey, what else do you have? I'd love to make another trade. I'm like, I would love to as well. Like, this was such a pleasantly weird experience. Yeah. So I got scammed without getting scammed.
Right.
It was the most bizarre experience I've ever had in my life.
See, you should believe all the people that you meet.
I should believe like everything he said was so suspect. I'm totally and like I'm on the phone with him and he's like saying like, yo, yeah, I don't even look at tracking because I just trust everybody so much. I'm like, this guy's really feeding me all this bullshit because he's scamming me. And I'm thinking like he accidentally picked up this Instagram call and now he's trying to like make up all this bullshit so that I don't call the cops or something. And then like an hour later, he called me back just to chat. It was the strangest.
Wait,
night.
did you answer him?
Yes, I answered. I said, "Hey man, what's up?" And he updated. He's like, "Oh no, I just wanted to. I was just thinking about it. I just feel really bad about it all. Is all." I was like, "Well, as long as I get the card, everything's fine." He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure you'll get it." Like he just kept saying it like so confident. I'm sure it'll come.
So for future Chris, your best friend is Google reverse image search.
Oh, that's a good
I do
point.
that with every single thing, like ever.
That's a really
when I
good
go
point.
shopping out at vintage shops or whatever, I'll Google reverse image an item and see what the comps are online right off the bat. But people who scam by selling the way that we sell things online,
Right.
they'll take pictures from other people's ads and use it. And so if you take a screenshot of that item that they're sending you and you do a Google reverse image search from your camera roll or whatever, then it'll pop up with whatever pictures or things. You'll see one
Interesting.
right there on eBay.
Never even thought of that. I was
I
just
do
so
it
excited.
all the time.
I was just so excited someone was going to trade me a Boba Fett autograph for this random woman's autograph. And
You
then
lucked out.
The best part about this, when I said this picture kind of looks fake, I was messaging him about it. I was like, how do you do this? He goes, oh, it's all Photoshop. The picture was even fake. Because the cards are everything else about this picture, all the case it's in and everything's fake. I even enhanced the card.
I am part of Loungefly pages, vintage stores online on Facebook, all over. So many pages. And Loungefly specifically, the admins, the moderators, they want you to post a picture like if somebody says they need a card, like a name and date card,
Yeah. Oh,
you do
coin
one of those,
pictures. Yeah.
but
yeah.
then they will tell you, okay, can you send me a picture of a spoon in the pocket?
Something super random.
Something super random. So it's like you can't Photoshop easily a spoon in the pocket of a Loungefly backpack, but it's easier to Photoshop somebody's name
gonna
and
do that
date
now.
card
Yeah.
to a different, image.
I'm gonna do that.
It's
back. Hey,
crazy.
I love this Boba Fett card, but can you put like a bowl of cereal right next to his face, please?
It's crazy
it
what
is in my
people ask
possession.
for, but
That's cool.
you have it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when it popped up, and then like he's like we are like now.
That's what my wife said too.
We are now like he's like messaging me on a daily basis just to check in. Now he's legit
Wow.
the nicest guy,
And you answer the phone.
and I answer the phone.
Learning
Yeah.
opportunity for
Ask
me.
him where he was
Chris,
from.
would
On
you like
Instagram,
to,
Scott.
Would you like to trade some cards?
First you had my interest, but now you have my curiosity, Mr. Scott.
Well, you know what else is a scam? Our thumbnail for tonight's episode.
Yeah, it
It's,
is.
uh,
I put in the description of the episode too. This thumbnail has nothing to do with the content of this podcast and is being used for clickbait.
That was my question. Did you do that or did YouTube AI do that?
No, I did that before they were able to. I had to get ahead of them.
Gotcha. So in current events, the CEO of United Healthcare was gunned down by this Luigi guy, assassinated. But what I find interesting
Did you
is,
watch the video? All you heard is bang, woohoo! I'm sorry.
they filming a Michael Jackson video.
The Luigi sound.
Oh,
And then when he starts falling, all you hear is bizarre.
oh boy.
I thought it was edited. Crazy. It is terribly sad. Like, it is horrible that we have hitmen in America just gunning people down.
It's awful, but some good has come out of this. Okay, there's a silver lining to everything. Darren informed me today that other CEOs are so afraid of being assassinated that they're doing crazy things. Like the McRib came back 3 months early.
The snack wrap is coming back.
Snack wrap coming back.
Is coming
What?
back.
I didn't hear this.
Hopefully, Premier Lightning Lane will go away. Let's get out. Let's get that out there in the universe.
I want
Meanwhile-
Goodwill's prices to go down.
You want Goodwill's prices? Aren't they?
Yeah,
so
did you
funny?
know that at one point Goodwill's CEO was one of the highest paid in the nation?
Oh my god!
I kid you not. So maybe the prices will go down. I
Okay.
can continue hoarding.
Meanwhile, Chipotle announced today they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have to raise our prices due to inflation." And like in a bunch of like comments on videos, everybody's like, "Who's the CEO? Who's the CEO?" Started to call for his head. Yeah.
Oh my god! What other things could CEOs do for us right now?
Oh.
So Sarah says Goodwill drop prices.
Get the fast passes back.
Oh, I like Genie Plus. I like the original Genie Plus program where everybody's on an even playing field at 7 a.m.
No.
Either that, I prefer free. Actually, I prefer free.
Then
Exactly.
everybody can get
I
it.
liked my little ticket stubs from the little
Yes.
machine.
Like the old, that's what I'm thinking. The old school fashioned
Yeah.
way. It was free.
No.
Like,
So I can just dash around the park and grab as many fast passes as
No,
possible.
I like waking up at 7 a.m. and planning out my day. It works like a charm.
Yeah, you can do that too.
No.
When with the paper fast pass, you can plan out running around the park, grabbing all the fast passes, and then doing all the rides.
You get more steps
It's good
in.
for you. Yeah.
I heard it get
Maybe you
plenty
won't,
of
maybe you
steps.
won't die next year.
Wow.
Maybe you'll live. Maybe you'll live.
No, he'll pass by more beer carts.
Yes.
That's true. You'll have more opportunity for beer.
Speaking of which, so Darren and I did go to Universal today, and we wanted to see the new Wicked shop, which was amazing. But
Could have
out
just said it was wicked, but that was
it was
total-
wicked. But out
Missed
front,
opportunity.
there was a beer
Alex said
cart that I would always go to. And now it's all like Wicked themed stuff. They've got Ozvocado toast, and like
That's kinda
pink,
cute.
pink goes with green waffle, and this like green elixir with the sparkly stuff in it, and also a pink one. like all this really cute stuff. Well, I noticed they have Bud Light, and they've never had Bud Light at that cart. They used to be a
Talk
Miller
about a
Lite
gay
cart.
stand, huh?
It's a very gay stand, Chris. So I'm like, great, let me get this Bud Light. Thank you, Wicked. So I stand there. They make every food item to order. And of course, there's like a family of 20 right in front of us. It was like I could have gone to 4 other Bud Light carts in the meantime and still been waiting in line at this one cart. We were probably there, what, 20 minutes?
20 minutes. We spent the first 20 minutes of us in the park waiting to get you a Bud Light.
Wait, we're not allowed to do that at the parks, Darren.
Oh,
I wasn't streaming. It's fine. We can waste time when we're not streaming.
Noted.
Yeah, I got a Shrek pretzel today. It was great.
That's Shrexel
The Shrexel.
with green cheese.
oh, you should see a doctor.
But yeah, that was fun. Anyway, let's check in with what's his name? Giles Garman.
Yes, Giles Jarman.
Giles Jarman. Let's check in with Giles Jarman and see what's up.
And now it's time for The More You Know. And here's your host, Giles Garman.
Hello there, Giles Garman letting you know that on the next episode of Into the Disneyverse, you can start to hear some Christmas histories as the Into the Disneyverse crew enters into the holiday season. They'll be discussing the history of the classic Tim Allen Christmas movie, The Santa Claus. Interestingly enough,
on travels and tribulations.
hello there, this is the Sophisticated Gentleman with a special return edition of Travels and Tribulations, brought to you by Spotify, which generously provided the information of the Spotify Wraps that we'll be mentioning today. For example, the Spotify Wrapped of Nick includes the songs Vacation from the Go-Go's and Holiday from Madonna. Spotify Wrapped includes the top songs for Sarah, such as Smoke on the Water and Smokey and the Bandits, the entire soundtrack there. Not too sure why. Scott's Spotify Wrapped basically just included the soundtrack from the episode of Into the Disneyverse from a couple of weeks ago. Not really sure what that was about. Chris, I don't know. The only thing I've seen for Chris is a podcast about Hitler. Kind of weird. Now for Ryan, from Jersey Man, Florida Man, really just seeing soundtrack for Cars and Cars 2 and Cars 3. I don't know if he's in love with Cars or something. I don't really know.
Hates that soundtrack.
Now, kind of in that same vein, Remy from Remy's Roundtable has top songs such as the Oompa Loompa song, the Munchkin Land song, Hi Ho, and even the soundtracks for such items as Avengers Infinity War, Elf, and Game of Thrones. Not really sure what actor those have in common, but I don't really know what any of that means or tells us. Still trying to figure out why somebody as short as Chris is trying to be pulled into Remy's Roundtable now. And as a reminder, you can check out new episodes of Into the Disneyverse every Monday on all podcasting platforms. That's Disneyverse, Disneyverse. And that's all from me, Giles Garman.
So I need to address the Hitler in the room.
So
I go to sleep listening to Remy's Roundtable almost every night on Spotify. I use Spotify just for Remy's Roundtable. And I just like listening to conversation when I go to bed. So I don't know why.
This is why he thinks he's got a huge audience, by the way.
When I literally every night. So anyway, so I put on a 30-minute timer, but sometimes I forget. And for some reason, I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes when I forget the timer, and a Hitler podcast is playing, like the rise and fall of Hitler and a college football. I guess
by Donald J. Trump.
So it's a J6 Choir as the creators of it. So so if on my Spotify Wrap, number 1 is Remy's Roundtable. Number 2 is some college football. I have not watched a full college football game, I don't think, ever. College football podcast, number 2. Number 3, the rise and fall of Hitler. And then number 4 is some World War II thing that I only listen to when I'm sleeping, and I wake up to it and turn it off immediately because it's almost as scary as when I woke up to Remy's 9/11 clips.
Right. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
It's really sad.
It
Lots
is really
of people
sad.
died.
What?
Go listen to White Noise. I feel like you need that.
Yeah.
I am.
That's very.
There's
that's
no
very
diversity
white
on
noise.
Remy's Roundtable, and it's a humor
That's very
podcast.
white.
I'm listening to white and blue eyes noise.
With blonde hair. So Nick, you and I got a few minutes before everybody got here, and I was checking on you, and you looked exhausted. Your mother-in-law just left.
Yes, thank the Lord.
This earth?
No,
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't know.
we didn't get that dark. No, so
Neither did
I talked about
Hitler.
it. I talked about it a few months back. My mother-in-law suffered from a stroke.
Oh,
Oh, I feel horrible.
now I feel
And
terrible. Yeah.
we finally got her scheduled for surgery after many months of her canceling the surgeries or canceling
yeah.
appointments or just coming up with an excuse. But she had the surgery this week and she stayed at our house for an entire week. Now, this is the longest I've spent in a room with her. Usually it's like an hour and I'm good. It was a struggle. I'm struggling from it. She's her memory's not there. She'll ask the same question 3 times about something that's in front of her. But also, I think what's scary about this is I also am looking at Sean. I'm like, this is gonna be you in the future. And I think
A woman who has a stroke.
he might be a woman that has a stroke. I'm putting him in a home.
That's like paradise for him, Nick. A house full of handicapped people.
Sean said fuck off. Basically, it was exhausting. I'm emotionally drained. Sean's emotionally drained from it. Like, she was just asking the most random questions. Like, she's the type of person that, not that you have a love-hate relationship with, you just hate to love them. I don't know.
It's a hate-love relationship, I guess.
Yeah. She's not really been around in our life that much. She always had an excuse for something to not make it to a birthday party, or I think I talked about it before that she asked Sean at our wedding to drive him home during the wedding.
Oh.
So she...
That's a pro move, actually. I respect that.
9:00 at night on our wedding night, she's like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. We're like, that's not how this works. We didn't drive you. we're not your Uber. And I offered to send her an Uber that night, but like, so after the surgery, they wanted her to basically be in somebody's assistance for like 4 days to make sure she was getting medicine and not falling over or anything, because she just had surgery. But she was ready to go home after day 1. She kept telling us that. She's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm like, we don't want you either, but we're kind of stuck here.
The feeling is mutual.
So we finally got her out today. Hopefully it's for good. We'll see if there's any more updates on this.
I can't wait to hear more updates.
I hope there's none.
You guys ready to play Jersey Man, Florida Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Whether flipping a fan boat or crashing a truck, these states are filled with people who suck. So it's time for us to play New Jersey Man versus Florida Man.
Every week, Game Master Ryan brings us 2 news stories. One is from New Jersey, one is from Florida. It is up to us to determine which one is which. Take it away, Ryan.
Hey guys, this is Ryan, your in-the-field news reporter for the Parents Night Out news team, and I'm reporting live from a Thanksgiving parade located in Lima, Ohio. Little fun fact about Lima is it is named after the lima bean. Another little fun fact is that Scott still doesn't know what flicking the bean means. Even Nick knows what that means. Well, it looks like I got here just in time, because here comes the Parents Night Out parade balloon. Wait, nope, that's just Chris walking down the street. Guess the Biggest Loser thing's not really working out for him. Seems like he's only doing the biggest part of it. We got reports that Parents Night Out was going to use a dog as a mascot for their balloon, but it mysteriously burst into flames and burned like the Hindenburg. Speaking of flames, I see smoke off in the distance. So either we have a new pope or Scott killed another one of his animals. Some reports are calling this the biggest mercy kill since Biden was taken out of the running for presidency. We've heard when Nick got the news that he immediately started cleaning out a spot in his freezer. Sarah, how did you feel when you heard about Scott's dog passing away? I'm sorry, I gotta stop with that joke. It's like beating a dead dog. I mean horse. I meant horse. Anyways, before this gets any worse, let's get into our stories from Florida man and Jersey man. And for our first story, a mother serves weed and alcohol at a child's party until police show up. And for our second story, a man puts a 20-foot tall leg lamp in his front yard for Christmas decoration.
All right, so we have.
That was worth the wait, by the way. It was worth the. That was worth the. The wait.
Yeah. So we've got weed and alcohol at a kid's birthday party or a Christmas Story leg lamp. Nick, what are your thoughts?
I feel like the giant leg lamp was going to be Florida for some reason.
Okay, Darren.
Where did Christmas Story take place? Up north, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Leg, New Jersey.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm going to go birthday party, Florida, Leg, New Jersey.
Chris?
I'm going to go Leg, New Jersey, because I don't know if the cops would come for that up in New Jersey. The weed and alcohol at a kid's party.
So I had seen a picture of this house, but I don't remember where it's at. So I'm going to say Leg, New Jersey. And yeah, in Florida, I feel like that's an everyday occurrence where some meth head mom is giving their kids alcohol and weed for a birthday party.
Let's find out. Sweet 16.
Let's find out.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, I have no idea. Let's find out the answer.
So our first story is from New Jersey, where a mom hosting a gathering for her teen child welcomes up to 150 young guests and serves them weed and alcohol until the police showed up. Nick said he had a birthday party at his house a couple weeks ago where 20 kids were in his house at the same time. Scott's record is only about 15 kids in his house. 2 of them were his own, and the other 13 were locked up in the basement. So that means our second story is from Florida, where in Neptune Beach, Florida, during a holiday decorating contest, a man put a 20-foot tall replica leg lamp from the movie A Christmas Story in his front yard. Of course, no laws were broken, but police are still on the lookout for a 100-foot tall amputee woman in which the leg belongs to. And in other news, wait. Guys, I got something important I got to go take care of. I'm sorry I have to cut this short. Almost as short as the lifespan of the animals at Scott's house. Back to you guys.
Oh, thank you so much, Ryan. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
I don't get it. Can you explain?
What?
I don't get the joke. Can you explain it?
Like every other year, he's putting down an animal.
Oh, thank you, Darren. Thank you.
That is true. In the history of this podcast, which is only...
It is, very frequent.
We're about to hit 4 years. In 4 years, I've put down 2 animals.
Yeah, I almost don't
this year
believe
we're gonna have we're gonna have a 2-for-1 special.
Yes. Yeah, so next year, we're actually going to be ahead in dead animals versus years of this podcast at some point next year.
Better keep animals in that house, Darren. You might be next.
Hey, Chris, you got any cliff notes?
If you really want them.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
In the news this week, there was an allegation that Jay-Z had forcefully had sexual relations with a minor. Guess he has 100 problems now. Scott started off the episode by saying that he hates Amazon. He also hates people of color.
Oh my God.
I said that I watched I sound super direct with that one.
I voted for Obama. I'm good.
I said that I watched too many World War II documentaries. I have to wait until they air on TV. Sarah has tons of them entitled Meemaw's Home Videos.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
Good.
Wow.
I was laughing when I wrote that one.
Fuck.
Sarah said that she prefers to be discreet about her Amazon delivery so that no one judges her packages. Last person to judge a package of Sarah's got kicked off this podcast.
Oh my god.
It's my favorite package to date, too.
I prefer the severance package. Anyway, Scott reminded Nick that the elf on the shelf is not allowed to be touched at all. Scott, is that why Rachel calls your penis the elf on the shelf? We talked about Spotify Wrapped, and Scott actually sent me his. It was only one song, though, In the Arms of the Angels by Sarah McLachlan. I have no idea why you played that over and over and over again, Scott.
It's because you have a dead dog.
It's all the sick dog commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and lastly, when I said that cliff note when you left and everyone died laughing, I'm like, I can't wait for Scott to hear this one. And lastly, when Scott came back from his break from the podcast tonight, he totally forgot that Nick was talking. Scott, maybe you should run for that open Senate seat that Matt Gaetz just gave up, since you forget that gay people exist.
Wow.
And those are my cliff notes.
Thank you so much, Chris. Nick, what do you got coming up with Piper this week?
So we have a cabin this weekend. We're going away for the with the family, doing my parents' side of the family to get a cabin. There's like 25 of us there celebrating the holidays. So yeah.
I thought last week was your last vacation of the year.
This isn't a vacation. It's with family.
This is a job.
When you're with your family, it's not a vacation.
But are you staying at your...
Speaking of, real quick, am I staying where?
At your home?
No, we have a cabin we're getting.
So it's a vacation?
In Ohio. It's in Ohio. If you're in the same state, it's not a vacation.
So, okay. So
true.
if I book a staycation at Disney, that's not a vacation? That doesn't count?
It's different for you guys because you're a tourist place. People don't come here to vacation.
We do live in no, people do. People go to Cedar Point to vacation.
That's true. Sandusky, Ohio.
I wouldn't call it a vacation. That's just like a 2-day weekend. Yeah, it's different.
Right. So you got a cabin in the woods.
I got a cabin in the woods. But speaking of vacation, real quick, I want to chat briefly about Sandpiper Vacations. We were, as an agency, invited to go on the brand new Disney Treasure cruise ship.
Oh my God! So congrats! That's amazing.
It is amazing, but unfortunately, I can't make it because I'm spending time with my amazing family. So I'm sending a couple of my agents this weekend. So they leave. I am hiring, actually.
Are you accepting application? I'll send you a text.
But I have a couple of my agents hopping on board this weekend for a 3-night sailing to showcase everything about the Disney Treasure. And what's cool is the ship hasn't even come out yet. It's not available for public.
It's going to be gay?
It might be. We'll let it decide.
Okay.
Because it's a choice, right?
It is. No, wait.
So,
according to some people,
you said you were sending some of your Asians. Who are you, FDR?
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
Oh boy.
I can't with you.
Thank you, Nick. Sarah, you got anything with the girls this week?
Sophia has her first concert at school, her winter concert.
Aww.
So we're going to be doing that this week. And it's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yep. So we're going to be just hanging out, doing birthday stuff, making sure she has an eventful week. And then she's got her concert.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chris, you okay?
I sent a really insensitive cliff note to the wrong Scott. I was like, this didn't make the show, but I gotta send it to you.
Oh, that may be the best thing that's ever happened.
It was about Rachel.
Oh my God, that may be the best thing that's ever happened on the show.
Oh my God. I'm like, I saw you look over and it said red. I'm like, why are you reacting to it? And I realized it's not you. It's okay.
That's really funny. Chris, what do you got going on this week?
So I'm living in hell right now for a couple different reasons. My daughter started teething. She has a couple teeth coming in.
Oh God!
Yeah, pump it up with the Tylenol. Tylenol,
You thought constipation was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is way, way worse. This is
Yes.
way, way worse. Yeah. Some of those World War II documentaries are coming to life. It's just she's a tyrant. She's bossing us around, and she's bossing me around. And anyway, so we're doing that. But I'm also taking her on a little field trip this week.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got a notice in the mail that my house is going up for a tax sale because I forgot to pay my sewer bill. So okay, listen, we get 2 sewer bills. I'm always very good with one and not so good with the other. Well, I wasn't so good with the other one for 2 billing periods, I guess. Okay, it's whatever. If anybody does want to buy the lien on my house, it does go up for sale at the end of this month. It's relatively cheap. So we have to venture into what used to be the most dangerous city in America, Camden, New Jersey. Still in like the top 10, 15 probably. I think it's probably fallen out of the top 10. So we have to venture there to go pay the utility bill. So we will be traveling into the city of Camden, New Jersey this week, because it says in bright bold letters, this cannot be paid online. You have to pay in person with cash or a certified check. Which I have neither of, so I have to go to the bank. It's so embarrassing. Like, hi, can I get a certified bank? Oh, who am I making this out to? Well,
yeah, because they know if you're making a certified check to a utility, you're late.
Oh yeah,
you did not pay your bill.
Yeah. Yeah, not that I didn't want to. Well, I mean, nobody wants to pay their utility bills, but not that I didn't have the means to do it. I just forget.
Yes, no, I get it. I've been there. Done that.
Yeah. So we will be going on a field trip. Remember I said I needed somebody with a sword to kidnap my daughter. It might be a very small sword, but could happen. So I will wear my Mandalorian helmet, which is in the background of the video right now, when I go into the city there, and we're gonna get this straightened out before we lose the house. We'll lose the. I don't even know how it works. I'm a first time.
I think you just can't poop at that point.
I think that they shut off the toilets. Yeah, I think
that's crazy to me that they put a lien on your home. They just turn off our water here, and they're like, "Okay, deal with it until you pay."
Yeah, this is the sewer bill, so they can't shut off the sewer. Can you imagine if they just clogged your sewer line if you didn't pay the bill? Maybe that's what they were doing. Actually, maybe I haven't paid the bill since I moved in. Interesting. I have to assess this. Anyway,
more on this next week.
Field trip this week.
Darren, what do you got going on this week?
Saturday night's main event. Very excited.
Is that the one that
I don't know what that means?
You're watching on television?
It will be on television. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Darren have to start texting about shirtless men wrestling against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again, we haven't texted about that in a while, and we also haven't texted about WWE in a while either.
No. Oh, I'm going to my first WWE show at the end of the month. I'm very excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to text you more about that off the airways.
Off the line.
Abby just auditioned for her school show. It's Mean Girls. So she auditioned for Regina George. That's
going all in.
Yeah. So that's going on. Let's see here.
That's the one who says if your bell rings, you get the wings, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Wow, that's a really big role.
A very big role. I also, it's my birthday next week, so I actually don't know if we're going to record next Monday because it's my birthday, and
I'm very busy.
Oh, that is right. It is next week. So happy birthday, because this is now your birthday. If you're listening to this right now, it's Scott's birthday. Drop what you're doing and text him happy birthday. And this is your birthday episode. It's not how that works here.
Where are my cameos?
That's not how it works. That's next week.
Well, we all have a surprise for you, and we are all taking our shirts off.
I was just going to leave the room.
Remember, so Scott, I did, remember the dog that you unfortunately just had to put down?
Yes, I do.
Turn around. He's actually right there.
No, he's on the bookshelf downstairs. The whole shrine. We light a candle every night.
Right next to the Christmas tree.
Right next to the Christmas tree. He's celebrating Christmas with us.
Seems very safe.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Anyway, Darren, where can our listeners find you?
You can go on Instagram and follow me, Darren _Maffei, and you'll find a Linktree to all of my other socials.
Alex?
You can check me out via Disneyverse, DIZNEYVERSE. And that is all.
Nick?
You can find me on Instagram at Emotional Supports Gay Nick and on all social media platforms at Sandpiper Vacations.
Sarah?
You can find me on the Instagram and the whatnot at Old Soul Thrift.
Chris?
You can find my GoFundMe on anywhere you go to fund people for my sewer bill payment. If after you're done donating gracefully to that, you can find me on Instagram at Chris Yob and whatnot at Chris Yob.
And you can connect with us. All of our links are right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise and also join our clubhouse for as low as $2 a month. You get all sorts of exclusive content and early release and all sorts of stuff. Also join our Discord for free. Just visit our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. It pops up. Be part of our community for free. But also join the clubhouse. It really helps us out. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. We love that kind of stuff. And also check us out on the YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday night, almost every Monday night. And then you can check us out when we go to the parks. TikTok, Out the Parks with No New Friends. On behalf of Giles Garman, the Sophisticated Gentleman, Game Master Ryan, our producer Alex, the Wise Man Darren.com, Nick, Sarah, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you later, poopy bus.